Today is August 28th, Saturday, which marks the beginning of the fourth extension of the current Greater Sydney lockdown. Yes, long time no lockdown extension 4.0. So this current Greater Sydney lockdown originally began on June 26th, when it was also my official beginning of the winter break. So supposedly it should have ended on July 9th, and then first time of extension 1 week to July 16th, second time of extension 2 weeks to July 30th, third time of extension to August 27th yesterday, and then this time fourth extension until late September. So by the time from original when the lockdown began, June 26th, late June, until hopefully no more further extension as the vaccination rates go up until, the current lockdown until late September, it will be already more than 3 months, which is 90 something days. So I talked to my whatever friends, and then we are discussing whether this Greater Sydney lockdown will be as long as the one in Greater Melbourne last year, aka lockdown 2.0, because in Greater Melbourne last year there was a lockdown between July 9th to October 27th last year, which lasts for 111 days, more than 3.5 months for the Greater Melbourne lockdown last year. So, hopefully our current Greater Sydney lockdown won't be further extended. Hopefully, no fifth extension, no long time, no lockdown extension 5.0, but who knows, especially with this pretty scary Delta variant. But why this time fourth extension of the lockdown? Because obviously the cases are still pretty high. Thousands, more than 1,000 of new locally acquired cases every day, regardless of their status. Some of them full-time in isolation, partially in isolation, or the most concerning, infectious in the community. But thankfully, where I live nearby, or the places I usually go to, for excuses to leave home, they are pretty much COVID safe. Yeah, so one reason cases are still high, and second reason it's the cases did spread to other parts of New South Wales, in regional or rural New South Wales. So currently, the whole New South Wales is in lockdown. But the lockdown for the regional or rural New South Wales, which is basically apart from Greater Sydney, their lockdown will end on September 10th, which is a bit earlier to our supposedly ending date on late September. Anyway, so talking about this video, obviously this video is about Greater Sydney lockdown. So if you are in Greater Sydney, or more specifically in local government areas of concern. So unfortunately, I live in Epping, and Epping is in Parramatta LGA, which is an area of concern. So in case you don't know what are the other local government areas of concern, so now I will tell you. So Parramatta, of course, Bayside, Blacktown, Burwood, Campbelltown, Canterbury Bankstown, Cumberland, Fairfield, Georges River, Liverpool, Strathfield, and some suburbs of Penrith. And those other following suburbs are Cadence, Claremont, Meadows, Colyton, Erskine Park, Kemps Creek, Kingswood, Mount Vernon, North St Mary's, Orchards Hill, Oxley Park, St Clair, and St Mary's. So yes, so those areas are local government areas of concern because the New South Wales government believes that there are they're concerned about based on the cases in those local government area on concern, but so where I live is an area of concern, but Epping, this suburb itself, it's not an area of concern, but because Epping is in Parramatta LGA, so I have to follow the in general the Greater Sydney restrictions and also specific those restrictions for those local government area of concern, which includes Parramatta, the one I belong in. So in general, when you leave home, you need to show the proof of address if you are checked by police. Like for example, something or letter from like government ones, like I got the one from Medicare. Yeah. So which includes my address, so I can show them the proof where I live. And also I have reasonable excuse to leave home, which is I go to uni for education when it's not possible to do it at home. I can also show them my student card. Yeah, my ugly student face, but that's the photo I initially took. When it was like the first year, and also my icon for Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Anyways, so just in case if I'm checked by the police, where I live or why I'm outside or other like reasonable excuses to leave home, I can use the proof address from whatever government letter to your postal address, or like student card, because like I'm uni student, I can obviously go to uni, like such as library for education when it's not possible to do it at home. Like sometimes I prefer that because you get less distracted. You are less distracted compared when you are at home, because like uni it's pretty much quiet, and you got some sort of more reasonable excuse to leave home, to leave really like staying home, breathing some fresh air. Okay, so talking about the major difference of the restrictions in local government areas of concern compared to the rest of Greater Sydney, it's curfew. So basically, it already like implemented a few days ago, last Monday from August 23rd. Yep, August 23rd on Monday between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Yep, I repeat, from August 23rd Monday between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. you have to stay home. You have to stay. You cannot leave unless you have whatever reasonable excuse. So the time now, it's as in for today, August 28th, Saturday, 4:43 something. Yep, I can basically be in outside for whatever proper reason, exercise or like uni or other like medication. If I go to get vaccinated, I'm already like vaccinated, so that doesn't apply to me. More reasonable ones like go to uni for education, or if you go to the bank to withdraw cash. But basically, you must be at home by 9 p.m. because the curfew is between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Yep, 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. You have to stay home if you are in the local government areas of concern, as I previously mentioned. I will put the link for the restriction, for the whole in New South Wales. So although I'm not talking about regional or rural restrictions, that includes the Central Coast and Shellharbour, but I will also put the three links. One, Greater Sydney restrictions. Second, local government areas of concern. And three, regional and rural restriction, which is basically apart from Greater Sydney. Oh wait, talking about Greater Sydney, that includes the Blue Mountain and Wollongong. It used to include Central Coast and Shell Harbour, but I forgot a while ago, Central Coast and Shell Harbour are reclassified as regional and rural restrictions. So I'll put the link in the description down below, so you can have a look for reference, and also as usual, Cal Maps to see how far you can go within 5 kilometers. Yes, now for the whole Greater Sydney, it's 5 kilometers. So that's basically what's about the fourth lockdown, long time no lockdown extension 4.0. Main difference, it's just some curfew, but other restrictions pretty much the same until late September if you are in Greater Sydney, regardless in those local government areas of concern or not. So again, as I mentioned, hopefully as the vaccination rates continue going up, the lockdown will end as scheduled. So yep, classes online, uni class online, church gatherings like Sunday services or Wednesday CGs also online, uni fellowship, everything it's online. Yep, into the unknown. So whatever. If you whatever like this video or not, please comment and share, and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And I will talk about more or see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe wherever you are in New South Wales, even in regional or rural, or in Greater Sydney, or more specifically in those local government areas of concern. Yep, local government areas of concern. Yep, see ya.
So talking about the curfew for those local government areas of concern, like me, where I live, you cannot leave home between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. the next day. The time now it's 7:48, almost to 8 p.m. So definitely I will be at Epping, where I live, by 9 p.m. So taking the express train from Central, Strathfield, and then Epping. Alternatively, if you take the all-stop train from Central to Epping, also via Strathfield, that will be second will be Burwood, number 3 Strathfield, number 4 North Strathfield, number 5 Concord West, number 6 Rhodes, number 7 Meadowbank, number 8 West Ryde, number 9 Denniston, number 10 Eastwood, and number 11 Epping. So taking the express train, it's not even past 8 yet when I leave. Taking a train from Central back home, so I'll definitely be at home by 9 p.m.